Let's take a look at Satan. This is something that dropped in my spirit, and I believe it's worth sharing. You know, sometimes we want to blame everything on Satan. What we going through, the devil just messing with me, right? And you hear that, but I want to just drop this in your spirit, hopefully, and you will receive it. But sometimes it's not the enemy. It's not Satan or the enemy, ENEMY, enemy. But sometimes it's the inner me, the inner me. And so what do I mean by that? Sometimes it's our own decision making, our own choices, our own friendships, our own likes and dislikes, our own thoughts, you know, what we're watching on TV, what we are fellowshipping with on social media that's causing some of these troubles, heartaches, and pains in our lives. And so there's a common statement that we always hear, especially amongst churches, is that we have to examine ourselves. And so what does that mean? That means, to me, it tells me that you can look at your own self and see those areas, good and bad, that are not aligning or is aligning with a righteous walk. And so I want to encourage you to just step back and look at how you are governing your decisions, who you hanging out with. You know, we get on our kids and we try to encourage them and influence them in a right way as to their decision making, who they're fellowshipping with, taking time with family, who they need to stay away from. We monitor their social media. We examine their behavior and their attitudes. But I want to share with us as adults, we need to do some self-examination. You know, we can't keep hollering or stating, you know, we have to examine ourselves. And then you don't never pause and do that yourself. Because some of the troubles, heartaches, and pains and situations that you're going through, Satan ain't got nothing to do with that. That's your decision making. You are of a sound mind. You are an adult. You say you know right from wrong, and then you making decisions. You need to pause, get in God's word, get in prayer, meditation, calm your thoughts down, recalibrate, and get yourselves back in line, because we blaming Satan, but a lot of this stuff is us. And I've been there. I'm not saying that like I haven't done it. I've been there. And you have to step back and say, okay, what am I doing? What am I saying? Who am I hanging out with? Whose friends on social media that I need to dismiss, delete, let go? If this has helped you or blessed you and gave you some more insight, please like, share, subscribe.